Bonafide Hustler here, and we are actually about to get to our first garage sale of the morning. We're going to also put a counter down below to see how much future profit we're going to be making from buying used items and reselling them for profit. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the inside of Thrifty Z's spaceship, and we're about to meet our first garage sale. This is what we do on this channel: buy used items from thrift stores, garage sales, and Facebook Marketplace, and we flip it for more money. I don't know where this garage sale is, and Thrifty Z is looking around for it, but it should be a lot of fun. Don't forget to subscribe and also comment down below. There's a free guide, first link. It'll teach you some of the items you should start looking for. So go get it. It's the first link down below. Yes, we're gonna bring the cheddar counter back on this video, and we're gonna try to crack 500 bucks in future profit on this video if we can. There's supposed to be a garage sale somewhere around here, but I don't see it. All right, this is our first garage sale. It does not look that great, but we are gonna check it out regardless. It's technically a 7:30 garage sale, and it's like 8 in the morning. Yeah, next garage sale. That was not good. We found a random garage sale on the way to our next garage sale, so we're just gonna check it out. It doesn't look that great, but you never know. On a day like this, where we're only supposed to see maybe 5 garage sales, a random garage sale is great. Saw some helpers. How much are shoes? There's some good On Clouds right here. All right, these are On Rogers shoes. These are pickleball shoes. Incredible condition, except we got some delamination right there. So this is gonna be a pass. I think the girlfriend's gonna hop on these right there. All right, so we got here in the car, and my girlfriend's gonna keep this for herself. We are gonna super glue or shoe glue this one piece right here, which is very easy to do. But these are some Clifton 8s, and they usually would resell between like 40 and probably 55, maybe 65 in this condition, but we can't count it on the cheddar counter because she's gonna keep it for herself. But that's the Hoka Clifton 8 model right there, size 6.5. Very good condition, except for that one thing on the bottom. This better not be a day where we just buy stuff for ourselves, but it could become one of those days, and that would not be good for this video. But we're here to make some money. We're gonna try to make some money. And oh yeah, she's paid 10 bucks for those shoes, so that's pretty good. She does wear Clifton 9s all the time, but you know, when you like a certain model of a shoe, you kind of want to amass as much as you can of that model or the series, because they tend to fit exactly the same and they're really comfortable. Doesn't look that good either. This is our next garage sale. No. Do you have the charger to that board or no?
No.
You don't?
No.
It looks like it's
like left stuff here.
Yeah, it looks dismantled.
Oh.
Oh wow. All right, I'll take it with me.
Take it with you. You know what to do.
Yeah, there's no controller or charger to that board, so I'm not looking for very much. I'll probably look for like maybe 50 bucks, maybe. Broken boosted boards with a dual motor thingy, those usually are already around 100. I'm just gonna say 50 at best. So yeah, that's a boosted board with a dual motor setup. I don't know anything about the battery or whatever. There's just, that thing is a hopeless cause. But I think in town we can get that thing moved for like 50 bucks, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna put 50 bucks on the cheddar counter. Boy, if we have to get to $500 today in future profit, that's gonna be kind of tough to do. So we're gonna have to figure something out. Try to get there. Oh, the sun is out. It might be springtime later, but we have to make money first. That's right, I'll go to the Springs later, only if I make more money. Now, I think there are 6 or 7 garage sales that we're gonna see in South Austin, so we have to invest the 20 minutes to get down there. So let's go do that now. All right, so we invested the 20 minutes to get to South, and here we are, and it automatically looks pretty good. And these houses are awesome too. So I'd imagine that these garage sales we're gonna see now in South Austin are gonna be pretty good ones. I like this box. Oh, we need birdhouses, just so you know. 2 bucks.
All yours. Yeah, just $5 for each.
Oh, that's a cool bike thing too. And these are actually really, really good to put on your bikes if you have the room. Well, that was a good score. So these are some military cases, and they're very, very heavy, surprisingly. Now, I don't conjoin, but the interesting thing about these cases, and I paid 10 bucks for both of them, is they're just so cool for organization, and they're very unique. So this is going to go in the booth. We're going to take the low end and say that I can sell each one for about easily 40 bucks. There's no doubt about it. But I'm going to ask a little bit more in the booth, and we'll see if we can get that. But we'll just take on the cheddar counter, since I've paid 10 for both, we're going to say that I'll be able to make about 70 right now. So yeah, we'll put that in the cheddar counter right there, although I am gonna ask more. 70 bucks on the cheddar counter right there, plus that 50. So that's pretty cool. And my girlfriend definitely found some stuff too. Or should I say she found a jacket for 3 bucks. And I think that jacket is gonna sell low end like 50. It's a long leather coat. But it's heavy. We're gonna put an extra 47 on the cheddar counter as well. Let's see if there's anything here. There's a cool jumper in the back. Okay, I didn't find anything there, but truth be told, these little road garage sales, the ones that, are off the beaten path, sometimes you can strike super gold, especially here in South Austin on those types of garage sales. And there happen to be a fair amount of those kind of signs. That's just how it is out here in South Austin. There's like intricate streets, it's like a maze. And if you just keep your eyes open, you'll see a sign or two for garage sales that were not even on the map. Okay, we got in the car for 20 seconds because now we're at the actual garage sale that we were supposed to go to. And we're gonna 4 more after this. Let's check it out. Oh. Okay, cheddar counter still $167, and we haven't found anything at that garage sale, but we're moving fast. Okay, the next garage sale is interesting because it's right here, but when across the street is another humongous sale. Hi, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh. Hey, buddy. My sweet baby. Oh, he's so cute.
Hey, can we get a cat?
No.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try, but she's gonna make her in there.
Okay, I'm gonna go across the street. Oh, look at these Chacos. They're in great condition. Not. Okay, so from that garage, I got a hoodie for $1, like a short sleeve hoodie. I thought I was gonna find more stuff, and there was some cool stuff there, but it seemed like everything had flaws that I picked up. So anyway, had to pass on all that stuff. Okay, my girlfriend did pick up a lot of these figs garments, and this is kind of experimental. How much do you pay for everything here, and how many pairs?
$9, 9 sets, tops and bottoms.
Okay, tops and bottoms, 9 sets, $9. What do you think you could sell this stuff for on eBay? What do you think the lowest end profit with everything else said and done?
I would say 45 to 50 each set.
Like, do you think you're gonna make 40 to 45?
No, it'll sell for 40 to 45 to 50
each one?
Each set.
Okay, so she thinks each set would sell for $40 profit, because she's telling me that she says that each part, like a bottom and a top, would be around like 90 to 110 or so, right?
Each. No, each.
Okay.
It would be minimum 150 to 200 for one set new.
Okay.
So I think 45 to 50 these will sell for the set.
Okay. So we have 9 of those?
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a potential of maybe clearing, we'll just say lower end, like maybe $200 profit on the whole thing.
Yeah, hopefully more, but
okay. We'll just say 200. We'll put on the 167. That's the total right there on the cheddar counter. So those are apparently figs scrubs, and the reason why my girlfriend has conviction that that's going to sell for that much is I just saw the eBay stuff. A lot of 9, for example, I think it was tops and bottoms, just like she had bought, was already sold in the past 90 days around $300 to $400. So, that's actually not far-fetched that she's going to be making that money, and she's going to lot it all up, obviously, so you don't have to deal with 9 different customers. But she was telling me the reason why she knows that the figs thing is selling for such good money is because she recently got a job working at a head spa, and they had her buy figs specifically for her uniform, if you want to call it, and she had to throw down about $350 for how many pairs?
4 sets.
For 4 sets. So that was brand new. So that's interesting to know that. That's the only reason she really knew that brand. It's called Figs. Holler down below in a comment if you know about that brand. If not, I mean, I kind of just figured out about it just now. She just figured out about it about 3 weeks ago when she started that job. So interesting to know. And this is what the videos are all about. It's about sharing things that we know. And if I'm not an expert at something, it's like if I'm gambling on something, I'll show you where we're gambling. She's kind of gambling on this, but it's like, it's not really a gamble when she just 3 weeks ago bought these things brand new. Then she took them into an embroidered shop and had to spend more money to get it embroidered with her name and head spa name. So I think it's completely reasonable. I think it's a really good flip.
It's still
Okay, this is a rogue garage sale. We just saw this humongous sign. It says massive garage sale. That's not on the map. And it's pointing to a general direction, and the street looks really, really long. So now we don't know really where we're going. We might not find this garage sale at all, but it was a pretty big sign. One of the things that I think is, one of the things that's kind of interesting is like if you see a sign that says like garage sale and it's made out of wood and it's very sturdy, it's something that looks like it's reused over and over and over, then you're probably dealing with someone that has garage sales a lot, and then you're probably dealing with someone that's probably a reseller to some extent. So just something, food for thought, that garage sale sign was extremely sturdy. It was like an A-frame wood sign thing. So I'm assuming that this next garage sale, while it might be big, if we could find it, is probably going to be a reseller garage sale. Oh, I guess this massive garage sale is down here, and it's 9:41. It's a 10 o'clock garage sale, and the massive garage sale we're thinking is actually the garage sale that we're heading to, regardless on the GPS. Now that I think about it, this is a rogue garage sale because now we're going away from where the map is. We're following these little wood signs, and it's supposed to be right around this bend. Ooh, there's a lot of tents and stuff. Okay, it's probably going to be a reseller garage sale. Check out all these tents and stuff.
Right here.
This looks crazy. Well, that would support my entire theory that this is a reseller garage sale if you think about it. Pick up any more of those if you can. It's have to be like definitely a reseller sale. I'm out of here. I don't like this stuff. Goodbye, goodbye. I'm out of here. Okay, one of the last garage sales. We might have one after this, but I'm not entirely sure. So this could be one of the last ones to see if we can crack that $500 mark on this one. Okay, we found something at that garage sale that in the booth would likely sell for about 15 to 20 bucks. We're gonna take that low end and add that 15 to that 367. If my calculations correct, 15, 367, what are we looking at? My mind is fried right now. I think that's 382, if I'm right. So there might be one more. I'm gonna check the map real quick. Yeah, 382. Check one more. So after looking at it further, we're gonna go to the farmer's market and we are going to get eggs and probably cap the video off here unless I end up seeing a garage sale later on. And in that case, then some of the next clips will be that. But we're gonna try to make it home since we're kind of close to one of the freeways that'll drive us straight home. To finish the day at 382, you know, it was worth going out, that's for sure. I set the bar kind of low on this video because I could tell how spread apart some of these sales were gonna be. So I'm still gonna air the video because it's important to show that it's good to have goals. It's important to also show that it's kind of a smart decision to go out and see garage sales. And also, you know, we posted low end estimates on our stuff. And as you guys know, a lot of things will actually sell in the mid tier and some will sell in the high tier. And worst comes to worst, they sell in the low tier. So we could very well have cracked 500 later. I don't know, but it's a matter of when these things turn over, which will happen in subsequent vlogs. If you pay attention to this channel, I tend to cover things that sell later. Funny thing is, I usually don't do a good job of capturing what actually sells in the antique booth because it's more of a drop-off situation. Then I check the sheet every night and I see which sells. But the problem is it doesn't make for good vlog content. So the best part that we can see of what goes into the booth is these garage sale vlogs and these thrift vlogs and things like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, put a like, put a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Goodbye.